going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy J-Narc. Today, the Jets have traded for Aaron Rodgers. We see that 2 first-round picks almost gets Aaron Rodgers, but we're also going to go over this year's second to get him. And Aaron Rodgers is now officially a New York Jet. So Aaron Rodgers is QB1 with Zach Wilson. Going to be backing him up. We only sent 2 firsts and a second towards the Packers in exchange for Aaron Rodgers, which I think was pretty fair. And Zach Wilson will be learning behind Aaron Rodgers. The other quarterbacks is pretty much donezo, I believe. Aaron Rodgers is the highest rated player on the team as well. So looks like we could keep Joe Flacco. I mean, he's a mentor, all that good stuff. So we could keep him there. But Mike White, we'll probably see if we could probably trade him away for like who knows, maybe like a 6th rounder to like the Buccaneers or something like that. Let's see if that would work, or if we could try to get a pick back for Mike White if any team has interest in him. I doubt they'd have green interest, but Colts are super interested, and we could send him for a 3rd because, you know, Mike White has potential, but probably end up getting a 4th out of him, which isn't bad considering that he's like a 4th string QB. So Aaron Rodgers is QB1. How this is going to play out, we don't know. But we're going to send him to the middle of the season and see what we're looking like. So, to no surprise, we are currently 5-2, leading the division that has Mac Jones, Josh Allen, and Tua Tagovailoa. So, not bad. We definitely played the Packers this season as well. Jordan Love is actually balling out. Okay, so we see Jordan Love's balling out there. Packers are 5-2 as well, with Jordan Love being a QB for being number 1 QB. So our offense is ranked 15th. Aaron Rodgers is 8th in passing touchdowns, 7th in passer rating. Our defense is 11th. So Aaron Rodgers, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Not bad. Not bad. Receivers, everyone's doing just okay. Just okay. Defense is looking pretty solid too. We have lots of interceptions, a good amount of sacks too from the defense or from the defensive line. And then we're gonna look at Jordan Love, identical, 14 touchdowns, 3 picks. He has a higher pass rating, higher completion percentage. Has gotten sacked a bit more though, and not bad, not bad. Christian Watson is just the guy. So, and they're similar to what we're doing here. So that's pretty interesting to see. And I'm pretty sure we had played them during the season. So we did. And the Jets ended up losing to the Packers. In Aaron Rodgers' return game, he ended up losing. He had 2 touchdowns, while Jordan Love had 1. But Jordan Love had more passing yards and got sacked 1 more time than Aaron. How did we end up losing this game? Oh, Aaron Jones and Christian Watson went off on us. Okay. And their defense was just going sick. So it was a good battle, but it looks like we ended up losing to the Packers. So Robert Saleh has his crew being 5-2 with Aaron Rodgers as QB1. Let's make sure that we still have Zach Wilson. Hopefully he didn't get like traded away or anything. So yeah, Zach Wilson is still backing us up pretty good. We have Joe Flacco as QB number 3. So far, team looks pretty good. Aaron Rodgers is looking like the commander here. We have 9 players ready to negotiate. So, that being said, we have James Robinson, who we're probably not going to re-sign. Greg Zuerlein, Connor McGovern, offensive line, Sheldon Rankins. Rest of these guys, not really interested. And looks like we still have Aaron Rodgers under contract for quite some time. So, let's send him to the playoffs and see how well we do. So, we ended up making the playoffs going 11-6, but we do not win the division. And we're facing the Chargers in the first round. So Jets make the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers as QB1. So that's a good sign. Bills somehow snuck in and won the division, which kind of surprised me. But let's take a look at the stats, see how well we did around the league. And so our offense finished 13th. Aaron Rodgers had 39 passing touchdowns, 22nd in passing yards. Not bad. Defense finished 7th, so our defense carried us. 39 touchdowns, 15 picks for Aaron Rodgers, 105 passer rating, 67 completion percentage. Not bad. Not bad. We had a 1,000-yard rusher in Breece Hall. Corey Davis had 1,000 yards. So Aaron Rodgers had his targets for sure. CJ Mosley had 4 picks, led the team in tackles. Sheldon Rankins had 9 sacks. And Sauce Gardner had 4 picks. So did Bryce Hall and so did CJ Mosley. So a good amount of interceptions for the defense. Let's see how the Packers ended up finishing up as. So Jordan Love had 28 touchdowns, 10 picks, a higher completion percentage, and a higher passer rating than Aaron Rodgers, and I think more yards. How many passing touchdowns was it? 28 passing touchdowns, so not bad. 1,000-yard rusher. A.J. Dillon had 14 rushing touchdowns, backing up A.J. And Aaron Jones. So that a lot of touchdowns were there on the ground. And he had 3 1,000-yard receivers in Tunyon, Randall Cobb, and Christian Watson. And then Romeo Doubs had 944 yards. So Jordan Love was dealing the ball. And he also had 2 players that had over 10 sacks each, was Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith. And a couple of interceptions, but no one had more than 1 interception on the team. We were 11-6. Let's see let's see. The Packers was 10-7, so they won the division though, I think. Packers won the division. Let me actually, we could just look at the playoff bracket. So we are the 4th seed. We're the 5th seed. They're the 3 seed. So with Aaron Rodgers leaving, Jordan Love and the Packers make the playoffs and win their division. Interesting. So now playoffs is here, facing the Chargers. We ended up losing 42-31. Why am I not surprised? We just have a bug with Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers win, right? The Packers bust the Saints 41-26. So it's looking like with this simulation alone, we see where the issue is. Jordan Love had 2 touchdowns in his playoff debut, only got sacked twice. While Andy Dalton had 1 touchdown, got sacked 5 times. Rushing attack, Alvin Kamara, 8. But Carlos Dunlap, who's on the Packers, got 4 sacks, so that's insane. And then in our game, which we ended up losing 42-31, we lost to Justin Herbert, so I guess you could say that might be fair. But Aaron Rodgers threw a pick and got sacked 3 times. Justin Herbert had 4 touchdowns and had sacked 3 times. Rushing attack, Austin Eckler killed us. And then Joshua Palmer, we got killed by the receivers. But Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson did their thing. Defense, John Franklin Myers got a sack. Joey Bosa. And then we had 1 interception that did not help us out. So we don't make it past the wild card, but it looks like the Packers will be. Packers ended up beating the Saints. They cruised by the Saints. So let's see what they do here in this divisional game. Playoff bracket now. Packers ended up losing 17-24 to the Cowboys. Still a better finish than Aaron Rodgers and the crew. Jordan Love had thrown a pick, so he had a down year. So interesting. Defense. Okay, so that's year 1. That's year 1 of Aaron Rodgers. Do we know if Aaron Rodgers would stay? We don't know. Bowlers. Jordan Love makes the Pro Bowl, but Aaron Rodgers does not. Okay, our fullback made the Pro Bowl. Corey Davis made the Pro Bowl as well. We had no offensive lineman make the Pro Bowl. Defense, no one made the Pro Bowl besides C.J. Mosley. Sauce Gardner made it. That's good. At least we had a couple guys that made the Pro Bowl, but Aaron Rodgers didn't make it, but Jordan Love did. Granted, it doesn't really matter if they made the Pro Bowl or not, but it's still something to think about. So Bengals ended up beating the Cowboys 31-24. Joe Burrow won Super Bowl MVP, and Tariq Woolen won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So Sauce Gardner lost out on that, and so did Garrett Wilson. So they don't get to repeat what they did in real life, and that's tough to see. But that's how that year 1 with Aaron Rodgers as QB1. Let's see if is he still on the roster? That's the thing, because they're saying we need a QB. Because if he's not, then we're screwed. All right, so Aaron Rodgers is still on the team. We still have Zach Wilson as well. So 1 more year of Aaron Rodgers at QB, then I'm pretty sure he'll be done. We don't really have high draft picks, so we're not even going to be focused on drafting like a backup. The team is kind of like, I like how the team looks all around. So we don't really need to do much except re-sign guys if we need to. I didn't really see much of the people that I wanted to re-sign. So you got James Robinson. We're going to let him go. I'll get a new kicker. Connor McGovern, he wants a 2-year deal. We'll give him this deal to get him back so we get the offensive line back. And then Sheldon Rankins, he played pretty well for us, so I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. Hopefully he accepts it. He does. And then we have Bryce Huff, backup D-end. I think he'll fit nicely with our rotation here because the defense was pretty solid. LaMarcus Joyner is getting old, so we're going to let him go. Quan Alexander's 29. I'm going to keep him because he helps the defense out quite a bit. So we get him back. And then Quincy Williams, another piece of the team that we should definitely keep around. Let's see if we do. We keep Quincy Williams as well. He's related to Quinnen Williams, I believe. Vinny Curry we're gonna let walk. We're gonna get a new left tackle. Nick Bawden, our Pro Bowl fullback. We'll probably re-sign him. He would like to play for a new team. So we lose our Pro Bowl fullback, but the rest of the players here, not too stressed about them. So we're gonna use free agency to see where we can pick up the pieces. So we have about 25 million. We need a premier left tackle. So that's gonna be our biggest hunt, pretty much. Left tackles, they don't really have much. They have Andre Dillard. I'm thinking maybe we sign a guard and move him around to that tackle position that we need. Thinking Elton Jenkins, he come join the Jets. He wouldn't want to join us, but we're gonna see if we give him a deal, and we're gonna make him play that left tackle position. Hopefully it works out for him. I'm not sure if we need any other position. I'm trying to think, like, what else is our biggest need? Quarterback, right end. Let's take a look at our team. So we look at our team. Mekhi Becton's going to come back from injury, so that's going to help us out quite a bit at that right tackle position. He has a fractured kneecap, so we'll have him by the start of the season. And then at left tackle, we're going to get Elton Jenkins, move him there, and we should be pretty set there. I'm not going to lie. And defense, we kind of kept the same crew all around. Probably going to need a backup safety, but corners are good. D-line is good. We try to keep the rotation. So we're just going to need a backup D tackle, backup safety, and we're pretty much going to be gunning for another year of trying to make the playoffs, I think. I think we should be able to. So D tackle, just one more person to help out to make that perfect rotation. So Maurice Hurst is very interested. We're going to give him a 1-year deal. They're also going to look for a backup, strong, probably free safety. Nazir Alderley would love to join us, so why not? We also need a kicker. Which I almost forgot about. So let's see if we could get maybe Will Lutz. Get Will Lutz for some change. We won't be able to afford him, so let's look at all of our signings. Targeted. If we withdraw his offer, try to get the kicker. I mean, maybe just sign Andre Dillard, because honestly, that's probably the smarter bet. And he'd probably want to join us too, because he's not going to want to keep backing up. He wouldn't want to keep backing up Jordan Mailata. So we give Will Lutz a deal. He's somewhat interested. Left tackle, I don't want to wait until the 3rd round to try to draft someone, so I think this would help us out perfectly. So give him a 3-year deal. He comes and joins the squad. He's a big tackle as well too. So we got the backup D lineman, backup safety. So we pretty much targeted everyone we wanted to. And let's see if we pick them up. So this is what the lineup looks like now. Aaron Rodgers is an 83 overall. Kind of crazy. Offensive line, though, pretty solid. I mean, the rest of the team looks pretty good. Aaron Rodgers has regressed to an 83. Defense is pretty solid as well, too. Not too mad with what we're working with here. We drafted a kid named Merriweather to back up, so not too bad. Special teams, we ended up getting 2 kickers for some reason. We have 3 kickers, for whatever the case may be. But that's what the team looks like. Let's sim to the playoffs and see if the Packers made the right decision. So the Jets ended up going 7-10. That means that Aaron Rodgers is really washed up. He's done for. But the Packers didn't make the playoffs as well either. So we just got to see who fared off better statistically. And we gave them lots of draft picks as well. So I'm kind of shocked by that. But nonetheless, let's take a look at the stats here. Our offense finished 25th. Aaron Rodgers only had 30 passing touchdowns. Defense finished about 6. So it's Aaron Rodgers, he regressed. But his stats still look pretty good, though. Like, it's just weird that he's, like, still kind of regressing. And defense makes plays, you know. But not a lot of sacks. But our defense was top 6, apparently. 30 touchdowns, 14 picks for Aaron. 29 touchdowns, 16 picks for Jordan Love. He had a down year, sort of. Aaron Jones still went off. Christian Watson went off as well. It's kind of all over the place. Kind of all over the place with what this team can do. But we finished 7-10. Our second year of Aaron Rodgers at QB. And let's see how the what did the Packers finish off as? That's the big thing. If you look at the schedule, Packers. Regular season, they took a lot of L's. They won 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They went 7-10 as well. So they're kind of identical season, except the Jets in the first season, they did more in the playoffs. So I guess the Packers ended up winning that trade, and Aaron Rodgers will finish off his career in New York as a loser.